Good morning. Thank you for being here in person and on Facebook Live. I'm Edna Matsuoka, and together with Reverend Yasuhiro Yano and Reverend Rodney Yano today, we'll be conducting today's monthly memorial service. Please join us in prayer. 기도 하이리. Mediation Prayer, page 2. Let us seek a secret mediation of Yano Konko sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation of you with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Kirami Konko Daijin Sama, Kirami Konko Daijin Sama, Kirami Konko Daijin Sama, Kirami Konko Daijin Sama. Purification Prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine Lord. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and deliverance from past generations. Guide us to amend our way of living, reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Family Prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven and the riches of high flow without sincere, without end. In heaven and earth, the light and earth lives all. In heaven and earth, the truth delivers all. For this wonderful, for these wondrous works, let us praise and shake hand. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Counting loving care for all humanity, all those who live beneath the heaven and earth, to revere Kamiya, divine friend, to live in harmony in the blessings is this way. Yet many not knowing the way are lost in the selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortune, greater is time sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daiji, suffered many trials in this world, but held out with faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began a life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine Kami spirit which was also fulfilled. Konko has accepted the call of mediation that each of you shall benefit from him in humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, establishing the blessings of heaven and earth, and keeping on the coming of the night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered, aiming at the darting of day. The years passed, the world changed. He did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sixth kinship, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was assured, and blessings flowed in mercy. Established the way of prosperity, the way of mediation of the coming forward and by this one revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, gain our body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to God. But that we are for near and night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For the giving away of divine favor, we are followers, sincere apologies, and pleasures and ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking to rejoice in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and direct them to thy purpose. Come is fulfilling us, we are fulfilling Him. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May it contribute to the well-being of all people be fulfilled. That we have been praying, so earnestly pray. 知道 Katie, please guide us in prayer.
Closing meditation message for the monthly renewal service. In the presence of the Konko life, the life of the final coming. On behalf of Konko Mission Wahiawa, I ask you, Yano, say the Holy Prayer. We are here for the monthly renewal service on this day, January 24th, 2024. In this service, we seek to honor and extend our sincere gratitude for the blessings we have enjoyed through the contributions and work of the Midama Spirit, and pray for spiritual fulfillment of Midama Spirit of the people who have ever connected to this church. As a member of Wahiawa, I feel honored to serve this global faith community for 47 years, along with my wife, family, and support of the people in the faith community. After succeeding the late Reverend Alko Takahashi, who established this church as branch church of Konko Mission Hall in 1940. We attribute all our blessings through the presence of this church and branches line of tourism mediation. In the acceptance of the Konko faith, we have been receiving divine blessings from the time of our ancestors and to our descendants. We receive blessings for living and even after we pass on. In memory and respect toward our deceased ministers, family members, and friends, we pray that the branches of the life force Kenchi Final Kami, the Kami Konko life enable the Midama Spirit to be fulfilled in that peace. This year, we commemorate the 84 years of the operation of this church in Wahiawa. Thanks for any elements of blessing that made it possible for us to be able to accomplish the operation of this church to this day. It has been possible through the divine guidance, support of all the people who have been connected to this church and with the Master. We sincerely ask the life of Tenchi Kaino Kami, Kami Konko life, and the Master to continue to support and guide us in pursuit of Konko faith. We continue to extend our prayer for places throughout the world that are experiencing hardships due to natural disasters, crime, poverty, famine, governance, pollution, and other elements. Their life for Tenchi kind of coming. Please allow us to be of service to you in helping others. At utmost expression thanks for blessings we are able to enjoy. Please let us help each other and guide people who live in suffering through the virtue of the life of Tenchi kind of coming. We can control life and we know to people that they can attain peace of mind. I pray that the blessed darkness divided one and all.
Now look at your feet. Heidi. Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke, page 6 of your prayer book.
Gyami Konko Ai Tenchi Kari no Kami Shishini Nai Wahiawa Kokoro ni Ani Kongetsu Konnichi de Tanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart, one who will come, counting blessings to be given, heart to grateful, caring, and joy. Look to common always and forever on this very day we pray. Gyami Konko Ai Tenchi Kari no Kami Shishini Nai Wahiawa Kokoro ni Ani Kongetsu Konnichi de Tanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart, one with common, counting blessings to be given, heart to grateful, caring, and joy. Look to common always and forever on this very day we pray.
Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth rich and deep. May we have your such coming giving, how happy and grateful we are. In meditation of Wahiawa Konko Ai does not stop for us a single day. The protection of the one and embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit, all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we pray the virtues of Kami beyond our Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29.
仰ぎ祭れば天高く
仰ぎ祭れば天高く拝み祭れば地は寿司神の恵みに生さるるびの幸いとありがたき若い手紙の通り過ぎ人もかくる時のなく天地の神の守りと虹かきの隔てなし神に尽くしにはよろずよにあまねく道手当てしなくかんまからいわくすしくて人の思いそう呼ばざる我ら今月今日やびますりていたすらに
神の御影をたたえますらん。神の御霊を仰ぎますらん。
一同拝礼。さおなさん。一同拝礼。Nitama Prayer, page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your standard years. You remember your lives we go from generation to generation, on the foundation of all society, and the roots of our families. Through the mysterious gifts of Him, you enter the hope of faith. You are one way of God, respecting the will of your divine pure. You are not prepared to your faith, taking the world beyond and leave your existence. Our gratitude is promised for your loving favors. Revere you as ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us, each and every one, receive the favor of our family, and help us to our tasks as a people of faith. Protect us, guide us in your truth, that we may realize the way of faith, that we may down all generations, that we live in peace and prosperity in our homes. Protect us, guide us, and enrich us.
Monthly Guru Service, Saishi Prayer. Yagdama Spit, the founding minister of Konko Wahiawa, the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, the Reverend Masaru Miyazaki of Konko Church of Amagi, the Reverend Masayuki Ekiki Kodan, Reverend Masayuki Yoshino of Konko Mission of Reverend Hirejiro Itoshi Osaka of Konko Church of Amagi. And the Yama Spirit, the people who have been guided and connected to the Konko Wahiawa and departed in the month of January. 終わり、金重の御霊の神、玉道次の御霊の神、常子高橋の御霊の神、月子林田の御霊の神、アンサンジュログランバールの御霊の神、ミツル宮本の御霊の神、マーク・ペロン・ジュニアの御霊の神、フラレス・オーセンの御霊の神、フォー・アキタの御霊の神、カレン・松岡の御霊の神。With deepest reverence, we gather here on this day, January 21st, 2024, in observance of the monthly Guru service, in renewed remembrance, honor, appreciation, and praise of those who are before us and became foundation of a blessed life. On behalf Konko Wahiawa, Yano, take the boy, Yano Sensei. Each of us are being born into the world to live through the grace and love of the life authentic kind of coming. From the moment of conception and throughout our lives, we are being immersed and fully saturated with your blessings. One day we will return to the spiritual form upon departing from our physical existence. Our founder Konko line stated, those who are living between heaven and earth are blessed to the authentic kind of coming. Even after death, we shall also receive the blessings of authentic kind of coming. Whether we are living or dead, we must remember that heaven and earth will always be our home. As such, Konko line showed us there is blessed relationship in life and death. There's always remember that the blessings of life authentic and transcend time, space, and place, and distance. The founder Konko line related. The light that the sun shines is a divine blessing. The rain that falls is a divine blessing as well. All humans are allowed to live in divine blessing. People born amid divine blessings, live amid divine blessings, and die amid divine blessings. So, divine arrangements, you have been guided to control the religious and sincerity and pursuit of the teaching from the Konko line, enable you to understand and appreciate the way of Konko faith through the work of truth mediation within Konko line. We offer our humble respect and sincere gratitude for the work of the Midama Spirit. With deepest appreciation, we have gathered here to remember you in appreciation of your work and contribution to our life in the past and present. Please accept the main offerings placed before you and sincere prayers also, as tokens of our sincere thanks for your presence in our lives. We extend our prayers of thanks for your spiritual work as we help guide for the compass in time of need. We extend our deep appreciation and heartfelt gratitude for enabling us to publish the operation of this church for the last 84 years. This could not be possible if it were not for you. We pray that through your virtue and eternal coming, the Konko of peace we pass on from generation to generation, and the true blessings of the faith will be realized by men. Thank you again. Over to you.
Now, please. Hidohai. Tosen Sanji, page 30 or 36.
Yoiyono Wahiawa Wangwa Ieno Kami Wangwa Kami Toko Koro Suku Shite Isuki Masuramna Koro Suku Shite Isuki Masuramna Kuo Toki みたちを海のこのために家の柱を沈めたてたまい発このために世のなりを守り助けたまい隠り世の見えぬ境にしませども見美しみのみ心を映しよに変わらせたまわず先に玉のまさき草木をえたまいくしみ玉のくしみに恵みたまいて志は巻の柱の動きなくなりは結ぶつなぎの緩みなく真心清らに励み努めしめたまいからやから弱らぎあいて二見に浦安く楽しましめたまいついに移し世のことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまいに美しみを葬らしめたまわんものと神の実りの大へなるおかしこみがたじけなみに親の恵みのおぼろげならぬお嬉しみ喜び申すことを御心もつぶやかに聞こ示したまえと申す花くしびのみ親の御霊花くしびのみ親の御霊花子のみ親の神花子のみ親の神
喜怒哀乐。I'll introduce Rodney. Open your prayer book to page 73. Thank you. The Konko Faith Our Creed. Let's read page 73 together. The Konko Faith Our Creed. We believe in Tenshi Kaino Kami, the divine parent of the universe. Our founder Konko Daiji embraced Kami revelation and a divine mediator answered the call to eternal mediation. Our continuing goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami. Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. We give thanks for Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. Blessings begin with our own hearts filled with harmony and joy. We pray, O Rodney, to Kami, today and every day, trusting Kami as our loving parent, finding peace of mind. We live our faith in service, Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. We revere those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. Respect and appreciate other paths, taking our humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today in person and on Facebook Live. Today we are very lucky, happy that we have Rodney Sensei here visiting from San Francisco with his wife, and he'll be delivering our main sermon today. But just before that, I'll just deliver a mini sermon. Today is a monthly memorial service. We have this every month, but we have two larger memorial services in the year, the spring and the autumn. And it's so important to remember the people who have passed away, because they don't want to be forgotten. And even us as living people, we don't want to be forgotten. Like, it's sad to be ignored, like knowing that you're there and people don't even say hi to you. Or like you have a demented parent and you're like, it's a child that they bore, but you're like, who are you? It's sad, for the child, for the parents that don't remember them. Not remembering is really a sad thing. So even when our physical form disappears, they want to still be remembered. The soul, the spirit still remains within the universe. And they're always watching out for us. So at least, the least we can do is remember them in our daily thoughts, in our prayers, in these monthly services, in these larger yearly memorial services, remembering the people who have passed away, remember what they taught us, the wisdom that they shared, their recipes, the amazing memories. Think about them. Keep them in our hearts always. And in that way, you are keeping them alive. You're keeping that flame. When you notice that a lot of things just aren't going well for you, like after bad things just keep happening, like the Murphy's effect, go back to your roots. It's usually your roots that are being forgotten. And if you remember your roots again, of your existence, who are your ancestors, and you revere them, and you remember and honor them, then your life will improve. It's just like adding fertilizer and water to the roots of a tree. If you forget about that, and you just expect nice flowers to form on trees or like fruits, it's not going to happen, because if you're not taking care of the roots, it's not going to happen. We who are allowed to thrive today, we who are allowed to live in such blessings, it's all because of the people who came before us, and that they continue to watch over us. So let's continue to honor them. And I think Rodney Sensei will be sharing something that relates to today's monthly memorial service. So thank you.
use the microphone.
Up to you.
You guys hear me? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Monday memorial service for today for Wahiawa Church. And piggybacking on what Edna Sensei said earlier, recently, one of our church members in San Francisco Church passed away suddenly last year from like a leg fracture and then cardiac arrest, or like a clot happened after that. He passed away soon after the fracture. And so his sister gave me a lot of videos to understand what grief is about and like coping with loss and death. And one of the videos that really struck me was interesting because they talked about, you know how sometimes if a person passes away and a year later or a few months later, it's like, oh, you should have got over that already. You know, she passed away a couple years ago, you should be over it already. But the person said that you should never be over with it. You should never move on from a person's death. It's so important to keep that relationship alive. It's so important to keep it always remembered, just what Edna Sensei said earlier. And it's the reason why it's important is because it's you're valuing their life, you're valuing all that they've provided. They gave so much of their life, their sacrifice, their energy, everything. You know, and just to be able to just move on, and it's kind of like you just can't. It's not possible because that relationship we have with our loved ones who passed away, it's forever, and we should always forever remember that and never move forward or move on from people passing away. And so another person told me that their girlfriend passed away, and so before she passed away, she was really scared of passing away. And the reason why is that she said that, what if people would just forget about me? What if I'm thinking that after a few months, after a year, nobody's even gonna remember at all, you know, just forgotten. And that's the fear this person had. And the person who was alive, who was caring for her, said, yeah, that's what happened. Where after a few months later, people stopped calling. A year later, people stopped calling. And so it's like this forgotten kind of weaning off into not being remembered at all. And it's so important to keep that connection alive with our people who passed away. And so going on that, like recently we went to Big Island. Before we came to Oahu, we went to Big Island. We visited a friend there. And this friend, he lived in San Francisco for about 11 months because his son got into a motorcycle accident, a major motorcycle accident. We did all kinds of emergency things there in San Francisco. And we became friends there. And so we visited him. He's been doing caregiving for his son for 11 years. And Fong and I and our family, we do caregiving as well. Our Fong's father-in-law has been dead for about a year and a few months now. And it's very interesting struggle. You know, it's hard. It's hard. And I never realized how hard it was until we actually do it. And Fong's there 24/7. And so is the mom too. Always tending to the person's needs, and you're always giving. And so it's always about giving. And so then you end up with being drained, like there's nothing left to give sometimes. And then just, you know, displaced anger happens, and frustration and stress and all kinds of other things happen. And things can go awry real fast when we're all burned out and we just don't know how to, you know, balance. And so a lot of friends, and Fong especially too, realize that you got to do self-care. You really got to take care of yourself too, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody. And so it's so important. And so this, the friend in the Big Island, he gave us a lot of encouragement and a lot of perspective on, like, how did he do it for 11 years? You know, and so he says, I'm just blessed. That's all he says, I'm blessed. And so the advice he gave us was stay positive, stay grateful, and always give thanks. And that's his everyday, and thanks to God. And so, you know, that's his everyday connection that he has with the divine that keeps him going, taking care of his son 24/7 for 11 years. And so it was just like really inspirational to see that, you know, because we just started our journey. We don't know how long it's going to go or how short it's going to be, but it gives us a lot of perspective on how important it is to keep the mindset. Really matters, because it can go into a slippery slope real fast once you start talking about our gripes and things that don't go right. You know, it's human nature. We naturally complain, yeah, but that complaint can become a landslide, and once that starts happening, it's hard to slow it down, and things can go from bad to worse just because of how we carry ourselves and our mindset. And yeah, just being grateful for the fact that we're able to take care of Pops and be able to take care of people. It's a blessing. Just like what Soli said for the Big Island. He told us, yeah, just stay grateful. You're blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed every day. And just having that mindset of reframing our life and our circumstances really helps to overcome some of these struggles, because stuff happens all the time. Because life is unpredictable. Things will happen all the time, and we just don't know when it's going to happen. But when it does happen, at least having that foundation of stability that keeps us on a good baseline of gratitude, and that we're blessed. We're blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. You know, it just really helps maintain some of that things from going awry. And so I hope people here can think about that, you know, just to think about, it's a simple thing of how we can incorporate or integrate faith into our everyday life, just by thinking about, like, I'm blessed, you know. I'm blessed with Pele running around healthy. You know, I'm blessed with the homes that we have, the places we live in, the family we're surrounded with, the friends we have. There's so many things, right? So many things. And so I think the moment we stop to think about that, even for a moment, it doesn't have to be every day, just sometimes. That's why they got Thanksgiving Day. It's once a year we think about it, but it shouldn't be once a year. It should be more than that. And so that's what it's been an inspiration in my life, and I hope it does that for you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today, sons. I have not prepared for today, so I know times. Anyway, thank you very much for the message given by Rodney Sensei. At this time of the season, I prepare for the annual membership meeting, general meeting. So I have to copy the expenses, the incomes, all the figures in maybe 1 or 2 days, and figure out how much income we have, how much we spend. At the initial stage, when I came over here 47 years ago, one record kept by the sensei showed income is about $2,000 a year. $2,000. But I didn't imagine how could I live with this income. I never thought about it. We have believed in Kami-sama, and maybe this kind of basic thought for life as a minister is Kami-sama support us. comes from a sustainable life. The Sensei at the Kokura Church, when Sensei and Amate showed us, introduced me. This guy is going to Hawaii for missionary work. And she said, Sensei said, 神様はご用をしとるものを見殺しませんからな。神様では let you die without helping you. 神様 always support you. If you do your good. Maybe that could be true. We have been able to survive for 47 years in Malaysia. So this is my belief in Kami. If I do not believe in Kami, how can I live with this information? Every people think about it. They try to get money, education, business skills, and so forth. But we are to fulfill what has been given to us. Anyway, now I always remember the first Konko was message. 鏡見たの根本。世話になるすべてに礼を言うことを平和を生み出す心と言わん。I've been saying this message so many times recently. This could be said in English. The heart that naturally can respond to say thank you for any elements of dependence in our life. Could give peace in life. It can be interdependent, dependent. I depend on microphone. I depend on my clothes. I depend on my wife. I depend on children. I depend on all the church members. We depend on the sharing. Any element in life could be the element that supports our life, sustain our lives. So, but the first composer is so true. I truly learn to appreciate his message, so universal message to any people in this world. So, try to say thank you when you attend. If you try, say thank you for how you are. Say thank you for the how you can drive. Any elements like can be the subject, object. We can say thank you. Anyway, thank you very much for your attendance.
Konko Daishin Tenshi Kaino Kami Shini Dai Wahiawa Konmitsu Konnichi Tanome. Pray sincerely with all your heart. Kami persons begin with a heart grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always now and forever on this very day. 大事に会の神神のおかげは心にあり、今月おにぎり頼む。Pray sincerely with all your heart, everyone must come. Kami's blessings begin with a heart grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever on this very day.
70. So we this the Konko Daijin biography. Page 72.
70.
Page 172. Another event.
Another event, perhaps of greater significance, arose shortly after Sakura Maru's passing. On October 1st, 1881, Kami revealed that Konko Daijin had contracted a terminal illness. After his news became more widespread, one believer who came to worship in July 1882 described finding Hagio sitting in the worship hall, relating to Konko Daijin. Hagio then related to the believer that he and Norio Sato were asked by Konko Daijin to begin writing down Konko Daijin the teachings and words.
In July 1883, Konko Daijin told Hagio he would explain the meaning of the word Konko. Kon is the same character as Kane in Kane no Kami, and Ko is the same character as that for sunlight. The sun provides the world with light, which means that the entire world is being blessed by Kane no Kami's light. Therefore, as Kami once revealed, the true way of Konko enlightens the world. It provides a clear path and will last forever.
As the end of Konko Daijin's life was becoming more imminent, Hagio and others began addressing the issue of preserving the faith revealed by Konko Daijin. On May 31st, 1883, Kami instructed Hagio and several villagers to pursue a course to gain official recognition of the faith. First and foremost, Konko Daijin's Kami must be recognized and acknowledged as its deity, not a deity or deities designated by government officials. On September 27, Hagio was entrusted to address all matters pertaining to the existing worship hall, including mediation. Hagio, along with Norio and others, pursued official recognition for Konko Daijin's faith. They succeeded in gaining local recognition of Konko Daijin's faith as Shinto Konko Kyo shortly after Konko Daijin passed away. When this was granted in June 1885, Hagio became the head minister of the newly established church.
Are you ready?
Well, in 1892, 9 years after the founder's death, Hagio began using the name Konko Daijin on his family register, changing the last character of the name, even though it was phonetically the same. Finally, in June of 1900, after the Konko faith gained national recognition, he became the chief executive director. Hagio, birth name Moho, divine names Konko Sanjin, died on December 17, 1919, at the age of 70.
Kura was born on December 1851, the second daughter of Konko Daijin and Tose. She was given her name by her grandmother, with whom she shared the same zodiac sign. As a child, she was stricken with smallpox and mistakenly presumed dead by her mother. She and her sister, Kono, cared for their grandmother, Yura, up to the time of her passing. They performed similar duties for their father as his health began to fail.
Mm-hmm.
In many ways, Kura,
Mm-hmm.
typical farmer's daughter with the exceptions that when her father moved towards the complete dedication to Kami, she assisted her mother in support of his new role. Besides the regular household chores and weaving fabric, she also began preparing the sacred rites offering, great prayers, and helping educate her young siblings. She was characterized as being very kind, honest, never speaking badly of others, thoughtful, considerate, and appreciate the value of things. It was also said she would offer the better part of a meal to others and follow teachings regarding the preciousness of water.
On the evening of September 15, 1874, Sakasuke Nakasuka Gomaya came to the worship hall. He related that the night before Kyono Fuji and her son Tsunejiro came to ask to make arrangements for Kuro to marry Tsunejiro. Although he felt undeserving to be the go-between, he went to Fuji home to discuss the matters more fully. Since both parents requested his assistance, he was now seeking Konko Daijin's approval of the marriage of his daughter into Fuji house.
Kami gave immediate approval to personal to Konko Daijin and provided other comments on a variety of topics, including finances and the Sakasuke. Therefore, between two additional comments stand out with the first, defining the relationship between the Fuji Kurukawa and the other family is honey. They would have which they could rely on and have confidence about the future. The second important comment cautioned them to avoid marriage arrangement with honey. We only go to doctors or shamanistic practitioners when or illness and other kinds of distress. Kura married to Tsunejiro Fuji in January 1875. While basically a farmer, Tsunejiro's surveyor and construction engineering skills allowed him to support his income with non-farming jobs. 9 months after marrying Kura, Tsunejiro went to work on a new development project in Hyogo Prefecture. Kura, who was pregnant at the time, stayed with Konko Daijin during his absence. As Kami had revealed at the end of November, Kura gave birth on the morning of December 20th, but the baby was still born. After that, she often stayed with Konko Daijin because her husband was away. The night of May 19, 1876, Kyono, Kura's mother-in-law, came to pick up Kura, but instead of going home with her, she decided to return home with her husband the following day. In December 1876, with Tsunejiro away working, Kura returned to her parents' home without her baby. Early in the morning of December 24th, Kura went into labor and went to the worship hall with her mother to receive sickness and stuff. They took her in a room and she gave birth to the girl the name she gave her. This was Konko Daijin's second grandchild.
On November 25, Kura was told of regulation that she needed to be patient and persevere for the next 5 years. A few days later, on the 28th, Tsunejiro contracted an infection in his eyes, which may have occurred during a visit to his grandparents' home in neighborhood years. When he came to the watchful and was told that it may heal right now, but should not. It would take some time. He was also told to pray single-handedly for the poison in his body to be eliminated so that both eyes would heal. On the first of December, Tsunejiro's eye was still in pain. Sakura went to the worshipper to request sacred sake. By the next day, there was a notable improvement, and by the 3rd of December, we were able to go to the worshipper to give thanks and relate with ability to show our soul early and use unused the claim.
はい。はい。時間はお、もう11時だね。もう、only one song だけ。いや、only Chinese 締めだけ。
ヨヨのや読みも
おや、OK、OK。じゃあ、お父さん6番と。
Good morning. Thank you for attending today's service. And two songs we're going to sing. Shining Shimari, page 46. And then Yo-Yo no Oya, page 68. お願いいたします。Yo-YoのOyaかな。7番。これですね。
Oh, yeah.
Yo-Yo no page 69. And page 46, Chinese Marine. White computer.
Without caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, so within my heart. Still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light going from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads my side. Swing arms together we roll on to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light, going from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives.
Thank you. Now let's see. ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. See you next time. オンラインの方、バイバイ。
そうですね。
Yami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kare no Kami ni Shinri Newai Okayo wa Kokoro ni Yori Kondesu Konnichi de Tanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart, we welcome with Kami. Kami's blessings be with them, heart grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always now and forever on this very day pray. Yami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kare no Kami ni Shinri Newai Okayo wa Kokoro ni Yori Kondesu Konnichi de Tanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, heart grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray.
はい、ありがとうございました。
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great week. Bye-bye. Take care.